Hello everyone, so today we will talk about the city center office building site construction. So let's do the progress report on the 1st May 2011, so 6 months after the start. And every data are based on the date 25 of April because I made this slide last week. Just to remind you, the project started on the 1st November 2010 and initially it planned to end on the 18th June 2013. The contract price is 830,000 euros, and to do the whole building we will work just 5 days by week. Just to introduce the difference from last month's report, we finished review technical data on heat pump that mark the end of the section design and engineering. We finished the site preparation for foundation, review and approve brick samples, prepare and solicit bids for brick exterior, and about interior finishes, we finished to review and approve flooring. We also started and finished in the same month the review bids for brick. And about task we started but not finished yet, we are about to finish prepare and solicit bids for heat pump, prepare and solicit bids for flooring, and we just started to give the contract for bricks. Now let's look at the schedule score. So I drove the S-curve depending on the earned value and the total project cost. So we can see, thanks to this S-curve, that we are a little bit in late, and I put the value in the table. So we can see that thanks to the R value, we can find the real progress. So we are about 15.45%, but as planned, we expected to be at 16.67%. So it means that there is 1.22% of the work that it isn't done at this date, so 25 of April, and this 1.22% represents approximately 8 days of work. To understand this delay, we have to look at the schedule. We can see on this slide that there is two different sections in late. So there is the foundation and HVAC, but the foundation is not on critical path. We can see that there is a total float of 174 days, so it doesn't worry me. Just the HVAC delay is interesting because there is no total float and no total float or free float, so it means that every delay in this section will delay the final date. Here we can observe another delay on floor and carpeting, but it's the same than the first delay. There is a lot of float, so it doesn't worry me. Just the delay about HVAC will be interesting. So to better understand this delay, we have to look at in detail the HVAC section. And we can see that the task prepare and solicit bids for heat pump started 2 weeks after the planned date. So this delay is due in the first time to an overtime of 1 week on the task review technical data on heat pump. That is a task for the owner. And after this week delay for the review technical data, we have to add the new data for the bid, so it takes us 1 week more. But like I said, this task is on critical path, and we just added 2 weeks delay on this task. So the final delay of the whole construction site will be also 2 weeks. So for example, we can see that the last task building addition complete finished initially on the 19th of June 2013, but according to the schedule now, it will finish on the 3rd of July 2013. So we have a difference between as planned finish and estimate finish. This difference is about 2 weeks, so it's equal to 10 works days. And we can understand that it's due to the client because it takes time to review technical data on each pump, 1 week. And when he added this information, we have to add it before submit the bids. So it took us 1 week, but this week is we are not responsible about this week of delay because it's the client who added um, technical data on each pump. So the solution for me is to have an extent of time of 2 weeks. These 2 weeks are the delay that I just introduced you. So we can have an extent of time of 2 weeks for the end of the site, and it will be okay for everyone. Now we talked about the delay. Let's look at the budget. To analyze the budget, I drove another S-curve that represents the actual cost and the total project cost. We can see on this S-curve that we are largely over budget because the actual cost is largely over the total cost. And to understand that, we have to compare earned value and actual cost. And we can see on the table that earned value is inferior to actual cost. So it means that there is a cost overrun. And we can see that we spent 28.88% of the total cost at 25 of April instead of 15.45%. So this cost overrun represents 98,600 euros. So to really find the cause of this cost overrun, I looked at the earned value and I compared it to actual cost for every section, and we find 3 big deficit sections. So design and engineering about 95,000, exterior finishes 20,000, and interior finishes 10,599 euros. Let's analyze the first section, so design and engineering. We can see that the most of this cost overrun is about the design building addition, and you remember that you asked for a beam implementation that is not counted in the initial costing. So this cost overrun is due to the implementation of beam on the construction site. About the exterior finishes, the cost overrun is on bricks. We know that we took time to launch and analyze the offer for bricks, so that's why there is a cost overrun on review and approve bricks, prepare and solicit bids. We are entirely responsible for this additional cost, and I know it. But about interior finishes, you asked us to submit more sample than expected and count initially. And so it took a longer time to you to validate. So both create an additional cost, and we are not responsible for this cost overrun. So finally, we saw that for design and engineering and interior finishes, we are not responsible for these delays. It's the owner fault. So I did the balance due. Us, the contractor, have to pay for 20,000 euros, but the owner have also to pay, and the amount is 105,000 euros. So to conclude this progress report, we ask you for an extent of time of 2 weeks to cover the delay from the additional task on HVAC. And we also ask you to pay for the cost overrun that we are not responsible, because there is 2 cost overrun on your initiative, and I think that you have to assume them. So thank you everyone, and see you on the next meeting on the 1st June of 2011. Please don't forget.